All right, so today we're diving into something that I think you're really going to love, especially if you're trying to grow on YouTube.
Definitely a hot topic.
Yeah, we found this video titled, I Make $2.4 Million a Year with 6 YouTube Channels. And
Wow.
I know, right? It's pretty amazing featuring this guy named Charlie, so we're going to break it all down and see what we can learn.
Sounds good. I'm ready to dive in.
Okay, so first of all, $2.4 million a year from YouTube.
It's crazy.
I know, it's mind-blowing, right? But what's interesting is he wasn't always this YouTube superstar.
Right. Wasn't an overnight success.
Yeah, the video talks about how he actually struggled to find a traditional job after college.
Oh, wow. So he's kind of like a lot of us out there.
Exactly. He tried all these different side hustles before finding his groove on YouTube.
Yeah, I can relate to that for sure.
And get this, he's actually pretty introverted.
Is he really?
Yeah, which I think is really encouraging because, there's this misconception that you have to be this like super charismatic on-camera personality to make it on YouTube.
Yeah, you think you got to be like all outgoing and stuff to be successful there.
Right. But Charlie's story proves that you don't have to fit that mold.
Love that.
So he's got 6 channels total.
6. Wow.
I know, right? His main channel is Charlie Chang, and that one has over 1.1 million subscribers.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And then he's got Sarpwise, which has about 50,000 subscribers, plus a few smaller ones that he's kind of experimenting with.
I think that's smart, the multi-channel approach.
Yeah, I agree, because it's not just about putting out more content. It's about diversifying your income, right?
Exactly, because if one channel dips in views, the others can kind of pick up the slack.
Right, and keep that revenue flowing. And speaking of revenue, his best month ever was almost $300,000 just from YouTube.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's insane.
It just shows the potential.
It does, right? When you have a solid strategy.
So how does he actually make money from these channels?
Okay, so he breaks down his revenue into 3 main streams:
Okay, I'm listening.
affiliate marketing, brand sponsorships, and AdSense.
Those are pretty much the big 3 for most YouTubers.
Yeah, they are. So let's break those down, starting with affiliate marketing for those who might not be familiar.
Yeah, good idea.
So imagine you're making a video about, let's say, video editing software,
Okay.
and you mention a specific program that you love, and you provide a special link to it in the description.
Right.
If someone clicks that link and buys the software, you get a commission.
Yeah, it's basically like recommending something to a friend, but you get a little bonus for it.
Exactly. And what's great about affiliate marketing is it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, if you genuinely recommend products that you believe in, it helps your viewers, it helps the company, and it helps you.
Right. And then there's brand sponsorships, which is where companies will pay you directly to feature their product or service in your videos.
And those can be pretty lucrative, especially as your channel grows.
Yeah, and you have more influence, but it's not just about subscriber count.
Right, you need that authority.
Yeah, that channel authority, which means things like engagement, how well-defined your audience is, those factors that make brands believe that their target market is watching you.
That makes sense.
And finally, there's AdSense, which is probably the most familiar one, those ads that play before, during, or after your videos.
Yeah, pretty much everyone who's watched YouTube has seen those.
Right, and each view or click earns you a small amount. So a lot of YouTubers start with AdSense, but Charlie really emphasizes diversifying your income.
Which is smart because relying solely on AdSense can be risky.
Right, ad revenue can fluctuate.
Yeah.
So by having those multiple streams, he's creating a safety net for himself and a more stable income.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
So I guess the key takeaway here is building a sustainable YouTube business isn't just about creating videos.
Right.
It's about understanding these different revenue streams and how they can all work together.
I like it so far. This Charlie guy seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he definitely does. And in the next part, we're going to dive into his content strategy and how he actually creates those videos that rake in millions.
Can't wait. I'm ready for more.
All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How did Charlie actually build this successful YouTube empire?
Well, the cool thing is he's really transparent in the video about his journey, and it wasn't all smooth sailing.
Yeah, he talks about how it took him like 1 to 2 years to really figure things out.
Which I think is an important point for anyone trying to grow on YouTube. You know, it's rarely an overnight success story.
Right.
Persistence is key. And he really stresses that need to be a constant learner because the platform is always changing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he was constantly experimenting with different types of content, trying to find what resonated with viewers.
And what performed well in search.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's when he had his aha moment. He realized the power of evergreen SEO content.
Evergreen SEO content, what's that?
So these are videos that people are always searching for no matter what the latest trends are, like how to invest in stocks,
Ah, okay, timeless topics.
Exactly. And then to really grab attention, in a sea of videos, he's got this formula for crafting clickable titles.
Okay, so what's the secret?
He often includes a relatable age, a big number, and a dollar amount. Like 10 sources of income for 25-year-olds, making $10,000 a month.
Oh, that's smart. It definitely makes you want to click.
Right. It taps into that desire for financial freedom, especially for younger audiences.
Yeah, for sure. But even with a great title, the content itself has to deliver.
Oh, absolutely. And Charlie doesn't just stick to those evergreen topics. He mixes it up with trending content, too.
Oh, right? Like
Yeah.
that video he did asking Coachella VIPs what they do for a living.
Yes. That was genius. It combined a trending event with, like, this element of voyeurism.
And people ate it up.
They did.
Yeah.
So for those of you looking to apply these strategies to your own channel,
Yeah, give us the takeaways.
it comes down to a few things.
Yeah.
First, identify those evergreen topics within your niche.
Yeah.
What are people always searching for?
Okay, that makes sense.
Then brainstorm those catchy titles that'll make people want to click.
Mm.
And don't be afraid to experiment with trending content.
But always tie it back to your core audience.
Yeah.
Now creating all this content, managing multiple channels, it's a lot of work.
Oh, it is.
And Charlie's not shy about admitting he doesn't do it all himself.
Nope. He's got a whole team now, 26 people.
26 people. Wow, that's a serious operation.
It is. Editors, thumbnail creators, graphics designers, you name it. He actually finds a lot of his talent overseas.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, through his own staffing company called Paired.
Wait, he has his own staffing company?
Yeah, talk about entrepreneurial.
That's incredible. It just shows how much this YouTube thing has grown into a full-fledged business for him.
It really has. So Paired works on a one-time placement fee ranging from $600 to $11,000 per month for full-time employees.
Okay, that might sound steep to some, but you're saving a ton of time and resources by not having to go through the traditional hiring process.
Exactly. And if you're serious about scaling your YouTube channel, building a team is essential.
Absolutely. Now, beyond the team, what kind of tools does he use?
So many. He uses ClickUp for project management, Frame.io for video editing and collaboration.
Those are popular choices.
And for thumbnails and titles, he uses one of 10 in Creator Hooks Pro.
Oh, I've heard of Creator Hooks Pro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. For communication, it's Slack and then Hubstaff for time tracking. But what really caught my attention was his use of AI tools for content production.
Ooh, AI. That's a game changer.
Right. He's using Submit to Script and Opus to repurpose his long-form content into shorter pieces for platforms like Instagram and TikTok.
So smart.
I know. It's all about maximizing your reach, right?
Uh.
And speaking of thinking bigger, that brings us to Charlie's final piece of wisdom. Think beyond YouTube.
Don't just be a YouTube star. Build a business.
Exactly. He's not content with just being a YouTuber. He's building a diversified business empire. And it all loops back to that idea of spreading your risk and building multiple income streams.
So true. So that staffing company wasn't just a way to find his own team. It was a strategic business decision.
It was. He saw a need in the market, and he capitalized on it. It's inspiring to see that he's not just building a successful YouTube channel, but a sustainable business.
Yeah, one that can grow and evolve over time. And it's a valuable lesson for anyone building a presence online. Think about what you can do beyond just creating content.
Like offering courses, coaching merchandise. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive into Charlie's YouTube world, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from all this?
I think the biggest takeaway is that building a successful YouTube channel, or really any business, is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight.
Right, there will be challenges and setbacks and a lot of learning along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with persistence and a smart strategy and the right tools, you can achieve amazing things.
So true. And one thing that really struck me about Charlie's story is how he emphasizes surrounding yourself with inspiring content and inspiring people.
Yeah, that's so important. You know, having mentors and role models can make a huge difference in your journey. They've been there, done that, and can offer valuable guidance.
Absolutely. And speaking of practical advice, he's a big advocate for learning those high-value skills that are in demand.
Oh, yeah. Skills like video editing, marketing, coding, things that will make you more valuable in the marketplace, whether you're working for yourself or for someone else.
Right. It's all about investing in your skill set. And for those who might be hesitant to jump into entrepreneurship full-time, he suggests starting with an agency or service-based business.
Yeah, that's a great way to test the waters, gain experience, build your network without taking on too much risk.
And one piece of advice that really resonated with me was his emphasis on speed and decision-making. He says, in today's fast-paced world, being able to make quick decisions is a huge advantage.
It's true. I think a lot of us struggle with that. We get caught up in overthinking and analyzing every little detail, but sometimes you just got to trust your gut and go for it.
Exactly. And if you ever find yourself feeling stuck or uninspired, Charlie suggests changing your environment or your routine. Sometimes a fresh perspective can do wonders.
I totally agree. Sometimes all it takes is a change of scenery or even just rearranging your workspace to spark that creativity.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with this. What's your unique value proposition? What niche could you dominate on YouTube?
Remember, there's room for everyone on the platform. It rewards creativity, hard work, and authenticity.
And don't forget those key takeaways from Charlie. Persistence, strategic content creation, effective tools, team building, and diversification.
Those are the ingredients for success, not just on YouTube, but in any business venture.
And if you have any questions or you want to share your own YouTube dreams, you know where to find us. We'd love to hear from you.
Keep diving deep, keep learning, and keep creating.